Okay, I don't know if this is gonna be combat or what. There's a lot of horse, pony, cavalry sculptor, halfling warrior, ilks, fal, aranka, maestro aventurine. Maybe this isn't combat. I thought it was for a second. Aranka? Who are these people? As you approach, the commotion at the top of the ridge dies down for a moment before soaring to new heights. That's him! Yes! Look at the butterflies! I am surrounded by butterflies. Ha ha ha.
Hello, there's a dragon here too, you know. I'm way more interesting than a butterfly. And it was me who asked Flanders to come here anyways. Who's a good little dragon? Ava is a good little dragon.
My god. You see your old friends and freed Desnan adepts from Canabra, standing at the head of the crowd. Flanders, finally! We rushed here as soon as we heard what happened in Dresden. We brought friends too, except we've only just met some of them. Oh geez, this sounds chaotic. Can't you put rings on its neck like little chokers? If I want to keep my dragon alive and breathing, I don't think so. Although a little choker collar, I don't want to use a choker collar on Avu. I want to give her a little. I want to give her a little like a little fluffy collar with little baubles that hang off it. Okay, Avu makes my ears bleed. Oh, that's good. That's good. So it's not just the ooh-woo voice that makes your ears bleed. Now you have Avu's voice to add to the list. Right, so allow me to introduce them. Matress Ola Devara, the illustrious exiled alchemist. Those formidable warriors there are halflings from the temple of Chilidrazaristan, the goddess of battle and recklessness. Okay, that doesn't sound great. This is the famous street artist Maestro Aventurine, a pseudonym of course. Rare is the administrative building in Avestan that has escaped his brush. And here in front we have our mounted gnomish contingent, the cavalry sculptors. We have all come here to help you fight the forces of the abyss. I'm not sure that sculptors and like a musician and whatever the hell else you said are gonna help us fight. Maybe you guys should just keep morale up. Oh, thank you, Dubs. I will hydrate. Oh, the Dubs. Serene, sorry. I see the pink and I associate it with Dubs. Serene, you haven't heard the uwu voice? I can't do the OG uwu voice. Actually, maybe I can. I changed my voice stuff around so it's just my normal voice rather than what was it again? Was it like this and then like ooh like that? Or was it like ooh? I don't remember. I need a weapon. Should I just keep it like this for the rest of the stream? Do this voice? We can do all sorts. We can do anything. We can change our voice into anything. We can do something like this. Oh my god. Ooh! The ooh is more like some kind of spiritual damage. I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. By my order as king, I forbid you from doing the ooh voice ever again. Marsh, we've been over this. Apparently you're not a king anymore. If you were still a king, I would 100% follow that order. I apologize for your loss. It's not every day that a great kingdom falls to a tsunami. It's a sad time for us all. There you go, I'll be blue now. Oh, have you changed? Oh yeah, you have. Boo, I changed it. By my order as Duchess. Shit, Duchess is indeed an actual Duchess still, so I am forbidden by the Duchess for doing the uwu voice ever again. Does that mean I can't like do the I can't keep the you know, I can't go back to the Optimus Prime voice. Autobots, roll out. What else do we have here? I can do something. Oh yeah. I'm going back to normal, guys. It's all good. It's all good. And I will never do the uwu voice again on order of the Duchess. As your honourable lord, I grant permission for the uwus. Oh shit. We need to have like a lord/duchess off. We need to have a final showdown between the lord and the duchess. Right, so why was Matress Olla exiled? Prejudice, that's why. The dishevelled woman shakes her head in disdain. Her clothes look as though they've been singed a dozen times over and dragged through various paints at least a dozen times more. For some reason, people are more suspicious of alchemists who worship Caden Kalian. Ah, shit, you mean like the god of being drunk? That is literally what he is. He's the god of drunkards, essentially. They also consider my experiments dangerous, which is utterly preposterous. For one, science comes at a price, after all. And besides, it wasn't I who caused that explosion back in Absalom and raised half a block. I mean, I wasn't even there. Still, now that I'm surrounded by open-minded people, I'll be able to unleash my talents and show those demons that bombs can protect us as well as any prayers. This sounds like someone that Spark would get along with. Is this Spark's future wife? I think it could be. Spark ends up getting married to Matress Olla Devara. They go off and they just make bombs. That's kind of it. That's kind of their thing. I realise that my camera is kind of angled awkwardly. Boop, 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 boop. Is that better? Possibly. Maybe. He'll fight anyone and take their lands through conquest. She's part of the IRA, obviously. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I mean, she's got the red hair. What are the goddess Chaldera and her worshippers famous for? A belligerent-looking halfling salutes you with his sword. Oh god, how would these guys talk? Talks? How would they talk? Probably better than me. Oh, so they're from the West Country then. Chaldera is the goddess of mischief, battle and luck, and a close friend of Desna, the Moon Mother. Chaldera is not the goddess of strategic planning, put it that way. As her worshippers, we charge headlong into battle, leading others into the fray, and we despise evil in all its forms. My friends and I have long waited to support the Crusades, but this is the first time we've seen a leader we're willing to follow. Potatoes! Boil them, mash them, put them in stew. An artist on a crusade. A street artist to boot. No, Dubs, this isn't her. This is the halfling. Hence the Hobbit accent. If it was her, I would have done an Irish accent. An artist on a crusade. A street artist to boot. Maestro Aventurine. Oh, he looks somewhat pompous. They're all Irish. Dusty galleries and pompous patrons aren't quite my scene. Is Maestro Aven's dignified response. I only paint in places where everyone can see my work and appreciate its special meaning. I used to paint flowers and the sun on the walls of besieged force to make the attacking armies realise they were destroying another's peace and joy. Drunk little potato-hugging bastards. Good God. Are we just aiming to offend every nationality on stream today? I once depicted the arts of Iomade in a painting in the middle of the Chilexian capital, not because I worship her, but rather to remind the people of Chiliax that this proud tyrant toppling goddess was born there. I don't yet know what I will create here in the world wound, but I feel I must play some part in the salvation of this land. Selby says, I'm Irish, so watch yourselves. I mean, technically I am partly as well. I mean, good luck pissing off an Aussie. Wait, what do you mean? As in, like, good luck in any attempt to piss off an Aussie? Oh boy. Cavalry sculptors? Question mark. Oh god. Cavalry sculptors? How do these guys talk?
Exactly.
One of the gnomes sitting in the saddle grins happily, looking from head to toe to a brigand.
The cavalry sculptors are an ancient and revered gnomish society, in certain circles, that is. Only our rivals are
Our only rivals are the pikemen confectioners. That sounds amazing. I changed my name a couple of years back, but therefore, before that my surname was McDermott. That is the most Irish surname ever. Well, I mean, technically anything with Mick, right? Oh, if we're offending every nation, then good luck pissing off an Aussie. Yeah. I don't know where to begin, or where one would begin. I feel as though there isn't really a way to offend an Australian about their country. Because, like, I think Australians have more pride in who they are as people as opposed to, like, where they come from. Which is, I suppose, is very different to a lot of different places around the world. Although I suppose it depends on the individual, really. Depends on the individual. I'm sure there are people with national pride in every nation, just as much as there are people without. But they don't have noble legend that tells of the creation of their society. Unlike us, according to this legend, a brave gnome knight once participated in a battle that lasted many days. He had to ride into battle down one and the same path, past one and the same boulder. Soon, he was fed up with it. He started to chip off a piece of the boulder each time he rode past it, eventually carving it into a giant apple. What? The little game turned out to be so captivating that soon the knight's entire squad began to do the same. And then the enemy joined in too. It goes without saying that they all were gnomes. The war soon ended. Oh my god, I love the idea that like these two gnomish nations were at war with each other. And then they just found a real fun game. And the game stopped the war. That's it. They all got so caught up in playing the game. Oh my god. Let me see. The war soon ended, but before it did, they had carved all kinds of fruit and vegetables from a dozen boulders and a couple of rocks, all well mounted too. And that is how our noble society was born. Wah wah wee wah. Oh boy. But yeah, my family were Kellys at one point, I believe. Well, I say at one point, like not too many generations ago, like one or two generations ago. We were Kellys. And of course, on top of that, we were, you know, deeply Scandinavian as well. Throw a stereotypical Scandinavian name out there. We were Swedish chefs. Let's see. Are you all going to join the army? Of course not, Aranka replies. Clearly speaking for everyone. We didn't come here to march around in neat little rows like all the Crusaders who come before us. We're here to answer the call of our hearts. Oh my god, they're artists. They're literally like the stereotypical artists. We're going to help you in every way we can. We will all do something for our cause. But we are free spirits. We take orders from no one. And we certainly do not join in other people's war games. That was a hiccup. I promise. Army discipline and the grey walls of Dresden do not stir our hearts, Flanders. Yet I know that you are a wind of change. The wind of change we've been waiting for. In Canabras, I witnessed your kindness, bravery, and tenacity. I'll follow you straight into hellfire. All of us will. But we will each tread our own path. Well, what am I going to do with you?
I know what you need to do. Knight them.
Ava whispers loudly. How do you whisper loudly?
I know what you need to do. Knight them.
She continues, a little embarrassed, as Aranka and the others look at her in surprise.
I mean, I've been told many stories about Galarian, and that's what always happens in them. Flanders is the knight commander, right? That means he can knight you all. Ordinary knights are a bit boring, but I know Flanders will make your oath really exciting.
Oh no, what am I getting dragged into here? I like the sound of that. We'll be the Free Crusaders. What do you think, Flanders? Just make up an oath for us so we can be knighted, and then we'll start a campaign against the demons and they will tremble before us. Oh my god, this is going to end terribly. They're all going to die. Shit. Oh, Darren isn't here, but we do have that thing turned on that allows us to talk with our companions even when they're not here, because we don't want to miss out on dialogue. My dear cousin Golfrey will have an epileptic fit if she finds out about this farce. That's why I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. Just do it. We need to make a diplomacy check of 29. And we have a plus 23. So we need to get 6. We need to get 6. We succeeded. Beautiful. On Mum's side of the family, we're from the O'Donnells in Ireland, the McKissicks in Scotland, and the Craddocks in Wales. That's the thing with the UK, right? Like, realistically, there's a fair few nations here, but it's such a small place that, like, one family that hails from the UK originally can have, like, a different line from, like, each part of the country, right? Oh my god, a wave of inspiration swells within you. Shit, this needs to be epic. I need some epic music. Let me go with which is this it? I think this is it. Let's try it. That's it, isn't it? I think. Brothers and sisters, our paths have led us here, to this place, on this day, because we are guided by the same stars and beckoned by one and the same dream. Ours is a dream of freedom and of the triumph of light over darkness. I am not here to rule over you, but rather to be the first among equals, as long as you are willing to follow me. Stand up, brothers and sisters. Henceforth, you shall be my free knight crusaders. Ava whispers loudly in your ear.
You should have added something at the end like cookies for everyone. Except we probably don't have any cookies. Well, I can fly off quick and bring some back.
Oh. I didn't even poop then. And I've made a new garden.
Oh, wow. What was that? Where did that come from? I'll bet a jar of strawberry jam. It came straight from Elysium. I mean, I don't have any strawberry jam, but the big grown-up dragons in my family can transform their environment like this. But how did you do it?
Let me tab out the game for a hot sec. Boop. There we go. Fowl the wallflower scratches the bridge of his nose, clearly anxious. We've seen something like this happen before, Flanders. It was back in Canabras, in the temple where we all gathered together. A glowing aura enveloped you, and we heard music that wasn't actually there, just the same as this time. A wondrous power dwells within you, and it's growing. Everyone says I've been blessed by the gods. My power manifests itself spontaneously. I don't know why it happens. What are you going to do now? Yeah, no, I don't really want to talk about gods. What are you going to do now? We'll set up camp here. Our learned friends will observe this, Guardian of Elysium, and study it. The artists among us will start working on their art. I'll help the Chalderan halflings prepare to launch raids against the demons. The cavalry sculptors, I have no idea what they'll do, but I hope they'll keep themselves busy somehow. Drop by in a couple of weeks, will you? We'll have settled in by then, and we may even have something else to show you, but it's a secret for now. Oh.
You forgot the most important part. Honestly, what would you all do without a smart little dragon like me around? Azars have courts. The Court of Silent Laughter, for example, or the Court of the Flaming Storm. They always have such pretty names. People come to the courts freely and then stay because they like it there and have some affinity with it. That's why Flanders has to give this place a name. It's his court after all. Oh shit, what? Give a name to the court. Much like real Azartas from Elysium, the commander can give a name to his court, which is a company of his allies and the place where they meet. Commander's court. The court of the Neighborino. The court of the stupid, sexy court of the
The stupid sexy court of the neighborino. Yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty name, right? Avu said that it has to be a pretty name. The stupid sexy court of the neighborino. I think so. I think this is it. Did I spell it right? Let me check. The stupid sexy court of the neighborino. Yes. Boom. Okay, so show. We have a court now, apparently. We have a court. What does this mean for us? What does it mean for us to have a court? Honestly, I'm not 100% certain. Does this have bonuses that we can make use of, or is it just like you have a court, use it wisely? I don't know. Let me see here. Well, I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. I can rest here, apparently. Can we do that? Will we get like an added bonus for resting here? Maybe. Possibly. Let me tab out and close some of those tabs that I opened in the meantime. There we go. Oh, we failed to weaken the impact of corruption? Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. So... it is now nighttime. So something that I probably should mention. I'm going to mention it on the Discord as well. We do have we did meet the stretch goal for the community game stream. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of weeks notice. I think that the date that we're going to look at doing community game stream on is going to be the stream that will take place on the 18th. So 2 weeks tomorrow, Saturday the 18th. The stream that I do on that day will be the community game stream. I think unless loads of people turn around and say, that doesn't work for me, please do another date. In which case I will. But for the time being, that's going to be the date that we do that stream. Of course, game suggestions for that stream are, I'm open to suggestions. You guys can feel free to recommend in the Discord some games that we could do. At the minute, let me go ahead and take a look at the game list that I had so far. I was thinking things like the Jackbox packs, Quiplash, maybe Kahoot, maybe some Drawful, things like that. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions. Let's see. Back to us again. But on top of that, let me try and work out off the top of my head now. So we're up to 7 standard, but then there's also £15 worth as well. So that's like... so realistically, we're actually on 13. I need to remember to... oh, thank you, Dubs. I just noticed that. I need to remember to update the subscribe goal whenever someone donates as well. For those of you who are unaware, donations are now open. I caved in, guys. I did it. Yeah. But... yeah, so like basically, yeah, I am counting donations towards the subscription goals as well. Because a lot of you guys were like, hey, I keep gifting subs, but I'd much prefer that all of the money, or as much money as possible, goes to you, Flanders. Well, yep, donations, I receive like 90 something % of donations, of donos, as opposed to like Twitch says that I should be getting 50% of like what I make from like subscriptions and whatnot. I don't think that's true. Like apparently with Amazon subscriptions, like Prime subs, apparently I'm supposed to get 100% of my 50% cut. Like there's no subtractions from that cut, because normally it's like I get 50% and then they subtract like management fees and stuff from my 50, like my cut of it. With the Prime subs, you're supposed to get it all apparently, but out of the $2.50 that I would make from a Prime sub, I've been getting like $1.60, between $1.30 and $1.60. So that's not 50-50, is it? So yeah, for those of you who would be in a position where you're like, I want to support Flanders, I'm going to gift some subs. If you would prefer to have the money actually go towards me, then there is that option. But either way. Also, to point this out, like I do every time I talk about this sort of thing, there is no pressure on anyone to financially support the channel. Please do not feel that there is any pressure, and never feel that you need to. If you're able to, it is incredibly appreciated, and I am super duper appreciative of it. But yeah, other than that, don't worry about it. Just sit back and enjoy the streams. I think that's all of like the admin-y stuff that I had to say. I did have a little list of stuff that I lost that I was supposed to talk about at the start of the stream. I lost my phone, but I found it now. Wait, Catherine, did you start watching the stream, lose your phone, and then like I was just playing on your phone? That's great. Let me see. Dubs says, nah, I want to give the money to Betty instead for all the dungarees. Dubs, what if I bought some dungarees? Did you ever think about that? What about if I bought dungarees? Or what if I bought dungarees for Betty? Our anniversary is coming up, guys. She has no idea what she's getting me. Whereas I have like the whole way through the past like year, I've been like, so let's say we're like out at a shop or something, or we're looking around town, we're browsing stores, or we're looking at stuff online, or an advert comes on the TV or something. If I've heard her say like, oh, that looks really cool, or I've heard her be like, oh, that's so cool, I'm immediately like, I pull out my phone, I find the secret place that I keep the note or the notes on Betty, and then I go ahead and type in what it was that she said was cool. So I've got plenty of ideas, or at least I've got a few. She doesn't get too excited by material things too often, but when she does, I make a note of it. No, you're on my other phone that has a massive delay. Oh, there's a massive delay on the other phone, or I have a massive delay. OMG, you and Betty could wear matching dungies for date night streams. Dubs, I hate to admit it, but we probably could. Now, that doesn't mean that we definitely will. Maybe matching t-shirts first. However, yes, yes. My other phone has a huge delay with Twitch. Oh, that's interesting. So one of your phones is like reasonably okay, whereas the other one's like really trashy connection to Twitch? I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's like just like if it's like a different make of phone, like if it's a different like a different company that made the phone. I wonder if it's like the quality of their Wi-Fi receivers or something in the phone. I don't know. It is because she never says it about stuff you do, so you keep track in the hopes of it. Wait, is it because she never says it about stuff you do, so you keep tracking it? I'm struggling. Is it because she never says it about stuff you do, so you keep track in the hopes of it? Wait, what was this about? Was this about the was this about me keeping notes for presents? One is really good, even better than my PC, but my iPhone is like dang near a minute delayed. Oh, really? Oh, wow. What's cool, Dubs? What's cool? Can I leave this place now? I think I can, right? I don't think there's anything I need to do before I head out. Apparently I need to come back in a couple of weeks. And they'll have a present for me. Ugh. There he is. Regal. Look at that shit-eating frown.